It's hard to improve power.
Hey everyone, Dave or EphiTV here. I've been spending way too much time playing Tears of the Kingdom instead of doing actual work, but in my downtime I happened to stumble across this terrible mobile game ad, and from there I went back down the old rabbit hole. And before I knew it, I had subjected myself to hundreds of utterly unwatchable ads just to bring you a couple gems that made me exhale through my nose. So you know the drill, we're gonna pick apart some bad mobile game ads. What more of an intro do you need?
It's hard to improve power.
So we left off with a pigman and his boxers getting run over by a random car on the beach. If you've watched my past mobile game ad videos, this pig model should look very familiar.
You lucky dog!
You see, this company pumps out a huge volume of awful ads, usually with the same handful of assets reused throughout all of them. Unfortunately, they didn't hire the old voice actor from the past commercials to come back. I wonder why.
2,000 J's. No, it's too little.
And before you ask, yes, that is the real voice for the pigman in the commercial. Anyways, let's just get back to it.
Oh my god, are you okay? Piggy, my lost child.
Mommy.
So the big reveal is that the person who ran our pigman over is actually his mom, who is also a dog. Now, if you were an ad executive, how would you make it clear that the dog is actually a girl? Well, clearly the pig calling her mom isn't obvious enough, so they decided to slap a $5 wig on their cheap model.
My bad. Take these eggs. You are the million of power.
She gives them some eggs to gain million of power, and that's pretty much it. I'm not really sure what the moral of the story is here. Maybe something about insurance fraud? So you might have seen someone else talking about this ad with Pedro Pascal in it recently.
On the surface, you've got this perfectly normal family.
It's already weird enough that this big budget star is in some generic mobile game ad, but what really gets me is that 90% of this ad literally looks like stock footage. I mean, take Pedro Pascal out and this is a super low budget commercial.
It's like everybody is hiding something. There are secrets waiting to be unraveled.
But don't just take my word for it. I went ahead and created one of my own, so let's see how that turned out.
On the surface, you've got this perfectly normal family.
Every house has a story.
There are secrets waiting to be unraveled.
What is Grandma hiding?
I just slapped this together really quickly from a few random clips I found online. And compared to the actual ad, you'd think they would have the budget to make something better if they have a huge movie star in it. Anyways, I think everybody else has already covered the finer points of this ad, so I'll just leave you with some screenshots of the game this is actually advertising. Draw your own conclusions here. So, how about those zombie games? Despite zombie media losing a lot of its popularity over the past couple years, apparently they're still huge in mobile games. So we start off with a classic scenario. Creepy NPC guy in his boxers on an elevator slaps a bug on some girl's back. She thinks he's slapping her for no reason, she slaps him back. We've all seen this 100 times before. Although, to be honest, I have no idea how I'd react if a default character creator dude with only boxers on walked onto an elevator with me. I think that alone would be weird enough, even before the slap comes into play. So I don't know why this ad is trying to make him seem like the good guy. Anyways, we already know he's gonna come out as the hero here. Let's just see where they go with it. Well, can't say I was expecting that. Why don't we just watch something a little less violent next? Scratch what I said about the violent part. This time around, it's our hero that's taking the beating. This weak level 1 Omega Wolf is getting bullied by a gang of gorillas who for some reason live in a frozen tundra. And then a white wolf, who we can assume to be his partner or friend or something, gets taken away by an evil wolf who works with the gorillas. But what really confuses me here is that the level 35 beta health bar is clearly attached to the evil wolf in the first clip, but then it moves to the white wolf in the second clip. So is the antagonist a beta? Is the partner a beta? Are they both level 35 betas? And is being a beta good here? I mean, they're level 35, which is way more impressive than our level 1 Omega hero. Speaking of which, where are the alphas? How are they gonna make a wolf commercial featuring all the dumb bro science terms and not have an alpha wolf? And in that same vein, where's the Sigma wolf? I thought these guys say you never want to be a beta.
Just never be a beta. Just never ever do it.
But clearly the beta won here. And will somebody please tell me what an omega is? I feel like they pull out a new Greek letter every week to describe how single they are. So our Omega Wolf joins the pack and levels up, obviously. But less obviously, he turns white and the rest of the pack turns gray for no reason at all. The wolves make it back to the Jurassic Forest, where they have to avoid the big cats and battle it out with one of the gorillas. After defeating the evil gorilla, we can assume they saved the original beta wolf from the beginning. Although, the other gorilla and the evil beta wolf are nowhere to be seen. I mean, making friends with gorillas, having them go to the Arctic, beating up a wolf, stealing his beta friend, and then locking them up in a dinosaur cage? That's classic beta behavior right there. And again, I still don't know what an omega is. Now there is one more clip I had lined up for this video. It's not a real ad, but it happens to capture that essence of trash perfectly.
Pewter Schmidt, you can't just marry Quagmire.
Of course I can. He has 50 million power because he chose the Vikings, which gave him an increased capacity for collecting resources.
We start off with Lois explaining why she's with the evil Quagmire instead of the lovable Peter. It's because he chose the Viking civilization and started off with 50 million power. I mean, it is a strong argument. Why would anybody be caught dead in a relationship with somebody who has less than, say, 40 million power? But then we're hit with the twist.
Well, I have 80 million power.
80 million, teach us how.
Peter actually has 80 million power. That's like at least 1 million power more than Quagmire or something. But how could he get all that power without spending hundreds of dollars on microtransactions?
Well, Quagmire, you chose the wrong civilization to begin with. I chose Betaria because it has this neat little pool and juice once it's back.
Now that he puts it that way, Seth MacFarlane shows make perfect sense. By starting off with an idiot dad character and speccing all your points into cutaway gags, you can hit 80 million viewers in no time. Conclusion? You expect me to come up with something profound after watching hours upon hours of videos much worse than those? The only thing I can think about right now is choosing the right starting civilization to get 10 million power. So instead I'll leave the outro to my friend. Poorly translated text-to-speech guy.
If you click subscribe on EphiTV, you'll start with 1 million comment power and 3 free video polls. Then, if you like and comment on the video, you'll get the Omega Evolution bonus to double your earnings potential.
You heard the man, or computer, or whatever. Okay, anyways, that's enough garbage for one day. Video over, goodbye.